Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So we're in VR chats again and I was snooping around on my wish list of worlds I wanted to go and see, and the one that really piqued my interest is the Titanic world. So this one simulates how the Titanic crashed into the iceberg and then split apart and all that jazz. So we're gonna have a look at that. Just a warning, if you are a little bit not really good with water and dark things, this might freak you out. So it's gonna be fun. Let's go. Okay, so we are in the Titanic world. It's called Titanic. Let me just show you. Hold on. It is that, and currently the Titanic is sinking, so we can't go into, well, it sank, so we can't go into any of the rooms there at the moment. So it takes about 30 minutes each round to it takes about 30 minutes to complete each round, and you can visit all these rooms. Am I not the right? Okay, sorry. I thought my screen was like reading that backwards. Anyway, so you can go into all of these rooms, and then also you can spectate if you're not a fan of actually being on the boat. So we're just gonna wait for all these lights to turn green, and then we can go. In the meantime, uh, you can. This is how you play. So basically, um, one, you can go and try and get a lifeboat, or two, you stay on the boat and good luck. So I think I'm gonna try and do the one that's on the lifeboat. You guys can try the one there. That's actually pretty fun. I did that. Um, just to let you see how the Titanic actually looks and breaks and flips. So I think that'll be amazing. Just a few things here if you want to so basically I need to stay seated on the lifeboat. And yeah, you can read there. So I can maybe find debris. There's the door. Save me, Jack. So yeah. Then afterwards we need to be on the lifeboat so that we can get rescued by the Carpathia. So we're just gonna wait for. We've got a boiler room, a bow, bridge, grand staircase, midship. What's that? Second class staircase and stern. So we're gonna visit this in a second. Okay, so the Titanic is here. I want to show you the grand staircase first. And then yeah, maybe explore the rest. So grand staircase, here we go. Okay, so unfortunately I have to remove the music, but it is really pretty. So I suggest if you guys come, stick it on like super high, and yeah, just go for the ride. Soon we're gonna crash, and then you'll see the water sink, like coming up. But I think I'm gonna show that even with the music and everything. Then I'll just, if they flag me for a copyright, then I'll remove the music and do like a voiceover. But I really want you to hear the sounds and the creaking when the Titanic actually slams into the thing. So fingers crossed, I won't get flagged for copyright. Oh, you know what? You know, it's fine. It's fine. I don't need to be monetized for this video. This is an experience and a half, and you guys need to experience this. So we're gonna listen it with the original music. Okay? Okay. Let's go explore. There's the rooms. We can actually see Maybe we can go visit the rooms? We can't go in the rooms. So, okay. Can't go in the rooms, but it is fine. Going that way. So we have just hit the iceberg. The boiler room is filling in with water. Soon the water will be gushing into all the corridors. You'll feel the whole ship tilt. So I'm gonna go downstairs and see if I can see the water rising. You can actually hear the lights and everything just going nuts. Everything is shaking. Going downstairs. Music is still playing, so nobody is... We are in Dex K. So nobody is really like taking this seriously just yet. They're thinking that so we're D-deck, so they're still thinking that everything is fine, nothing is, issue, because this Titanic was supposed to be the unsinkable ship, so they are still having their coffee and their tea. People are still enjoying themselves, dancing, music still playing. We are Deck E now. Some people might start to worry, but nothing out of the ordinary as yet. Lifts were still working, people got up and down, still dancing and partying, so yeah. Now we're getting serious, now the flares are shooting. There's definitely something wrong. People are starting to panic. The ship is not looking very straight. There's something definitely wrong. People are panicking. Let's see. This is the boiler room. So the boiler room is actually filling up with water. Can we stand? Okay, I'm not gonna go down there. Anyway, so the boiler room is filling up with water. The compartments, I think about like 4 or 5 compartments got scraped on the side. And this is when I found out that this could be a problem. Titanic is not in a good way. You're really getting on water super fast. The ship is... You can't see it properly, but the ship is definitely leaning like this way. Don't want to get caught in the... Oh! Sorry, that flare scared me. They're shooting flares, but unfortunately the passerby ships mistook it as just normal, as party flares, like just normal fireworks. They didn't expect or suspect anything. So I can't remember which ship actually passed them. So if that ship actually stopped, people would have been saved. But unfortunately, crap. The water is rising. We need to get out of here soon. So yeah, and I think the lifeboats are starting to descend. I don't want to be here when that happens. When I miss that. So we're gonna see if we can find an out. Okay, here we are. Okay. So you can hear the Titanic is creaking. She is not... Oh! There we go. They're shooting flares. This is extremely dark. Where am I? Oh, I need to go that way. Okay, so the lifeboats, I think, is that way. If I can reach it. Oh, the lights are busy flickering. The sounds, I hope you guys can hear it, but the sound of the ship is horrible. Let me just see if I can get onto here. Okay, so this is where the lifeboats are. So we will probably need to be in that soon. Let's just see. So they're still playing music. That's going off. I don't want to miss a lifeboat, so... I don't think people are still, like, really too scared. I think they are starting to freak out. I think at this point, the captain has decided to call everybody to deck here, instructing them that women and children first, which actually, the captain did say women and children first, but most people, let me just, but I think most people heard women and children only, so basically they forced all the men on the deck and put in all the women and the children. So now at this point there will be screaming, people panicking, people just not having a good time, fathers trying to put their children on the boat, the young sons, people screaming that the son is too old and he's already a man, so they pull him off the boat and stick him on, and put him off the lifeboat and put him on back on the boat, and it's sad. It's a horrible experience. I think they must have been so bad. Oh, there's a lifeboat. Wait. Okay, so we have managed to make the lifeboat. As you can see, it is now flooded. The lower decks have flooded. It is extremely dark outside. The only light that you can see is from the Titanic that is still lit. Some more lifeboats still up there to be done. But as you can see, the Titanic is not in a good way. This whole part is underwater. The crow's nest is right up there. That is down. That is actually the ship's point. Like one of the thingies. We are now adrift at sea. The rest of the lifeboats have been deployed over there. And then the last song plays. The orchestra would be right about there. They decided to play their last song. There goes another boat. Now the thing is with this, when the Titanic sinks, obviously she's still full of air, right? So if she goes down, all the air will get shot up and that will actually create some sort of vacuum. So if we're not far away, if this guy was, real, which it was, we needed to be as far away from the Titanic as possible, because if she goes down, she's going to make suction, and then we go down. So we do not want to be anywhere near there at all. You can hear the people screaming, those that have been left behind, unfortunately. So there's going to form a weak point in the middle, and soon the lights are going to go down and it's going to be pitch black. And there she goes.
time is about 2:20 a.m, and Titanic is gone. Left behind are hundreds of people who struggle in the water and call for help. From below there comes the sound of loud booms as the stern section, which is still not completely full of air, begins to implode. Decades later, when the wreckage is found, that stern section will be almost unrecognisable because of its violent end. The conditions in the water in the immediate aftermath of Titanic's sinking are later described by Charles Lightoller as being an utter nightmare of both sight and sound. All around, hundreds of desperate passengers call out for help, but help is too far away. Carpathia is still hours from Titanic's last known position. The screams will go unheeded into the night. Green flares are spotted at intervals on the horizon, but there's no sight of Titanic's masthead or navigation lights. Carpathia is only 12 miles away from Titanic's given position. She should be in sight. Rostron at first assumes this to be Titanic's starboard green navigation light, but at this point, Titanic is already about 4 kilometers below the surface of the ocean. When the light disappears, he recognizes that it had been a rocket or a flare, and orders that Carpathia's own company rockets be fired off every 15 minutes to show Titanic's passengers and her crew that help is on the way. Carpathia now begins to zigzag between ever-growing numbers of icebergs. It must seem incredible to Rostron that Titanic's master had sailed the ship at full speed into this dense field of ice. Its occupants, having spent that whole dark, moonless night alone in the middle of the ocean, stare up in bewilderment and gratitude at the black steel hull and tall red funnel of a Cunard steamship. That ship's name is Carpathia, and that night she and her crew have achieved something truly remarkable.
And that is that. This is one of my favorite experiences. Just thinking about the Titanic and how sad it must have been and how stressful, and I mean the trauma. I wouldn't. I mean, like, it is horrible. So yeah, the Titanic still fascinates us to this day. We are still finding things within the wreckages that is spread over a vast amount of kilometers. Trinkets and things that people used to own. We're bringing them up from the ocean to remind us that no ship is invincible, guys. We are not invincible. Do not go in with a mocking tone saying that you are. You will be put down. So yeah, so hopefully we've learned from this experience. Still very sad. Just I can't believe it. Anyway, so this has got me all choked up, even though it's just a simulation, but just how, like, the way he did this is really cool. With like a voiceover and a little bit of things that you can see at the back if you want to read that. So yeah, thank you for coming along with this adventure. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.